So it looks like things are coming together. Just a little drop at a time. Looks like something big is about to happen with Nintendo. Let's go. What is up, YouTube? It is RS Mario here, bringing you another Super Nintendo Switch video. Yes, I'm still calling it the Super Nintendo Switch because I like the name. I know it's probably going to be called something bootleg like the Switch Pro or the Nintendo Switch Pro or, you know, what have you. I like Super Nintendo Switch because it just rolls off the tongue. And I can keep using those, you know, you're playing with power videos. You know what I'm saying? Because it's reference to Super Nintendo. Who doesn't like Super Nintendo? Alright. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of liking things, you know what I'm saying, to help the channel grow, you can like, you know, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, you know, all this mandatory stuff that, you know, YouTube is making you doing instead of just doing their job and providing the videos for you. You know what I'm saying? Just do that stuff so we can help the channel grow. That will be really nice. Definitely share the videos with your friends as well. But yeah, so let's get down to it. We have two big rumors today from Nintendo. Well, not from Nintendo, but about Nintendo. The first one essentially says that Nvidia may stop producing the Tegra chips that are used to make the Nintendo Switch. I need to stop talking with my hands. But yeah, they're gonna stop making the Tegra chips that they use to make the Switch. Why is this a big thing? Well, mainly because if they stop making the Tegra chips, then Nintendo's going to have to either buy a whole bunch of Tegra chips and keep them on hold so that they can continue to produce the Switch, or they're going to have to get new chips that are either similar to the Tegra chip, which is an entire system on a chip, or they're just going to have to get completely new chips. You know, which is more than likely what they're going to do. I mean, all these rumors about a new Switch coming out, this kind of validates them a little bit. Because it would be a perfect time for Nintendo to do a hardware revision or a completely new system, because they're not going to be able to, they're physically not going to be able to make the old system anymore because their chip is going to be out of print. Now, technically, they've been running that Tegra chip since about 2008. You know, so yeah, you know, those chips were in Zooms. That's how long ago the Tegra chip. That's how long the Tegra chip's been around. So it's about time that they kind of pull the plug on that. So that could be why we saw from my previous video that you could definitely check out in the card up above, where they is it here or is it here? It's probably over here. But where essentially I talk about the big rumor that the new chip is going to be similar to the PlayStation Pro. Which brings us to another rumor from a very surprising place. Blomberg. You know, the big business magazine with the paywall and stuff. But essentially the TLDR of the article, so you don't have to pay Blomberg, is essentially that, you know, now they said the system's going to come out in 2021. It's possible. I mean, again, if Zelda is going to release this year, it's probably going to launch with that system. I was thinking 2022, so they would, you know, Zelda would come out around the same time that Breath of the Wild did, like maybe March, April, and of course it would also launch with Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I also did a video on that. And that will be two massive launch titles to support, you know, the new system and probably the increased cost because, you know, there's going to be better chips in the system. They also said that, you know, the Switch sales might either increase or they'll plateau. Which I didn't really get this line because I'm like, more than likely, well, I didn't get it at first until I thought about it, and I'm thinking like, okay, I kind of see what they're saying here, because either the Switch will continue to sell like normal, and then more people will buy the new Switch, and so it will make the sales increase because people are now buying both Switches, or people are going to stop buying the original Switch, which I kind of doubted because kids are still going to want those, and they're going to most people are going to switch up to the new one, which means sales will probably plateau. Either way, it's still good for Nintendo because sales are really good anyway. So if it doesn't change for the worse, it's not that bad. And then the other big thing they said was that the system was going to be 20% more than the Switch as far as price. So 20% of $300 is like $60. My math could be wrong because I'm doing it off the top of my head. But it could be about $60. So I would round that up to $70 because $360 is a weird number. $370 would be an acceptable number for a new system. And I think that's kind of generous. Personally, I think this system will probably be about $400 because it's literally going to be a portable PlayStation 4 Pro, which is a pretty powerful system for a portable, you know. But 370 is good. I mean that would be really good if they did that. But more than likely, it's probably going to be like $400. But yeah, that right there is interesting. It seems like things are coming together. All right, and I had a question, a comment from my other video. I can't remember the name of the commenter who asked me the question, but they were asking, I'm going to probably get a screenshot of it, but they were asking, should they buy a Switch? I'm going to tell you now, man, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Wait, I would say if you really, really want to, wait until like November. Because if they haven't said anything by November, it's probably not going to happen until late next year. Now, if you're okay with that, then I would say go ahead and hit that joint up for Black Friday. But I'm leaning towards a no right now. With this stuff going down, Nintendo's probably going to drop something sooner rather than later. So if they don't drop it at the end of this year, my money is on first quarter next year. So yeah, man. So that's about it for this. You know what's going down. Like, comment, subscribe. Help the channel grow. You can check out my second channel if you want to continue watching some content. I did a video where I fixed the new Marvel character Aaron Fisher. You know, I also did a video about Tencent possibly making a game console to compete with the new Nintendo Switch. So, that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, people, keep it real.
You played every Mario game. You conquered every Mario game. You think you've mastered all there is to know about Mario. Well, you better think again. You've got to play it. You've got to have it. You've got a reputation. Now you're playing with power. Superpower.